Hi guys, Keith Walsh here from ExamRevision.ie, and I'm just going to do a quick analysis of the Leaving Certificate Geography paper that has just been completed by many of you this morning, and just going to do a quick analysis of the predictions that I gave you, and then to see how those predictions actually fared with the Leaving Cert Geography paper. Okay, so we'll start off with the physical geography. And with the physical geography, I was absolutely delighted to see that 4 out of 5 of my predictions for the long questions came up. So hopefully lots of you watched the prediction video and then was able to answer the questions for your physical geography section. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you. The very first question that I said is number one priority was your erosion or deposition landform, and the deposition landform came up, and that was question 1B of the paper of this year. Then the next one that I gave you was the formation of rocks. I told you need to make sure you know the igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic, and that question came up in 3B. It was igneous rocks, explain the formation of 2 igneous rocks. I gave you human interaction with fluvial, coastal or glacial processes. So I said to you that we would do the fluvial, so that would be like the dams. And of course, that question came up in 2C. It was a long question, a 30 marker. I said the karst landscape, make sure you know that. And that I was delighted to see that question come up in 2B. So examine how different rock types produce distinctive landscapes. That's your karst landscape. And then the other one that I gave you was the destructive plate boundaries. Okay, it didn't come up in just destructive plate boundaries, but if you learned off destructive plate boundaries, you would have been able to answer lots of question 1C when you're explaining how the occurrence of earthquakes happen because they happen at destructive plate boundaries. So by just looking at ExamRevision's physical geography predictions, 4 out of 5 come up. You would have been able to answer that section, and some of you might have answered two questions like this year for that section. If I go on to the regional geography, so the sketch map that came up, then we looked at the Irish region. I said make sure you know primary and secondary. So the secondary economic activities come up for Ireland. For the Paris Basin European region, I said make sure you know primary, tertiary in the EU and primary come up. So fantastic. I was delighted to see that I got those right as well. And then for your subcontinental region, the one we do is Brazil, but you might do a different subcontinental region. I said to make sure you know your primary, secondary, and tertiary came up. So again, all of the predictions for regional geography came up. Go on to the economic elective, and I couldn't believe that I got every question right for the economic elective. I was absolutely delighted to see the questions come up the way they did. And so the very first one that I said to you to make sure you know is a 30 marker comes up every single year. And of course, that question came up. That question came up in 8C. So they asked you to look at the OS map and to basically say 2 reasons why multinational companies might choose to locate in a particular area, and then use evidence from the OS map to explain 1 reason why a multinational corporation might choose not to locate in the area. Okay, so that's the question. That was number 1. Drawing the OS map. Okay, that question came up as well. So that was I was going to come up for part A. It was question 7A. MNC, your multinational corporation, that came up as a long question for 7B. So I got that one right. The conflict of a natural resource, again, that came up as the long question. Conflict of a natural resource was question 9C. And colonialism, that came up as well. That came up for 8B. So I got all of the economic elective correct. I'm just absolutely delighted, and I hope lots of you use this video and watch the prediction videos beforehand. And then bring it on to the very last one, the geoecology. So I said that if you knew these 3 essays, you'd be absolutely fine going into the exam. And the question that came up was the human interaction with the biome. Okay, that was the question that came up. It came up for geoecology, and it was question 18. Okay, so fantastic, absolutely delighted. I hope everyone smashed their Leaving Cert geography paper, and you were all able to greatly benefit from our predictions, from all our resources, from our notes, from our platform on ExamRevision.ie. We are constantly releasing more and more videos for all the different subjects and tips, advice, and guidance for the paper. So do stay tuned. Follow us on social media. If you've got Instagram, it's ExamRevision.ie. Obviously, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook as well. Also, if anyone has used or watched any videos of ours, particularly for me, with the geography, and you feel that I've helped you in some way, I would love if you would leave us a review. The reviews help us. It obviously motivates us to want to produce more. It's really nice when we get feedback. It's just you telling us how we helped you, whether it be through the physical geography, regional, your elective, the human, the notes, watching the videos. What was it that we actually helped you with? Was the predictions? And if you could leave it just a small review, that would really, really help us, and it would really help to motivate us to want to create and help more students. Thanks very much, and well done on completing the Leaving Certificate 2021 paper.